Okay, welcome to Tell That to Kanjiklub. We are a weekly show about everything Star Wars. I am Lisa, and this is
Kyle.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about news, toys, Rebels, and of course the announcements of the latest giveaway. So at some point in September, there's going to be another Force Friday. There's not an exact date announced, just that it's in September.
Yeah, we learned this week that we're going to get another Force Friday in September, so that just means I'll be out there freezing my butt off, waiting for new toys to come out, because you won't come with me, so I'll just be sitting out there.
I'll be at school.
Friday night? Oh, it's Thursday night. That's right. So Thursday night at midnight, you will not be with me. That's right. That's why I was by myself this year. So speaking of toys and all that, Lego came out with a couple announcements for some animated shows. The first one's called Rise of the Resistance. So obviously it's going to tell you about the formation of the Resistance. It's going to be on Disney XD. No official release date yet, but as soon as we find out, we'll let you know. Also, another Lego animated show is coming out. It's called Freemaker Adventures, and it's about a group of scavengers that are traveling space. We're going to be introduced to new villains, and that is coming out this summer on Disney XD. And there were two Lego sets revealed this week at New York Toy Fair, and I seen one that I saw one that had Dengar in it. So if you're not familiar with Dengar, he was a bounty hunter who was wrapped up in bandages and just looks really fuggly. It's gross. It's gross, but it's cool to finally get him in a minifig. It's just fuggly. So you want to talk about something else that was released at the Toy Fair?
Okay, so they finally released a Maz Kanata figure. It is the Takodana Encounter.
Yeah, it's called Takodana Encounter, and it's a pack, unfortunately, so she's not going to be by herself. But who does she have with her?
Rey, BB-8, and Finn.
Yeah, and these are 3 3/4 inch versions that'll be coming out. So it's kind of a big pack, but it'll be good to finally have Maz. So episode 8 started filming this week. Matter of fact, started filming today, and we learned this morning that Laura Dern is going to be in this movie along with Benicio del Toro. Benicio del Toro's name has been around for a while, but I had no idea that Laura Dern was going to be in this movie. If you're not familiar with Laura Dern, she played Ellie Sattler in Jurassic Park. I mean, we love her in that. So yeah, that started filming today, and Star Wars put out a video on YouTube showing the encounter between Luke and Rey on the island of Skellig Mikel. Pretty cool little snippet. They say cut, and that's it, and you just find out that episode 8's filming. We also learned this week that Alethea McGrath, who played Jocasta Nu in Attack of the Clones, she died earlier this week at 96, and she was the librarian in the Jedi Temple, and really cool character. There's some backstory on her with the novels, but it always kind of sucks when we lose, a character from Star Wars, but she's gone. So also the new episode of Rebels came out this week. It was called The Call, and I wasn't the biggest fan of this episode. I kind of bashed it last week, talking about, oh geez, here we go with space wells, but I actually kind of like them. They were pretty cool. They're called the Purrgil. And what did you think of the episode?
It didn't really add on to the story at all.
Yeah, here we go again with great visuals, not much storytelling, but I think with every episode that we get a little bit of expansion of a certain character, and we got that with Ezra this time. So you see Ezra growing in the Force, and how he can communicate with animals. He has a really strong connection there, and I think he's going to end up being more powerful than Kanan eventually. But it was an alright episode. I mean, it wasn't the best. they introduced the mining guild, and they had some modified TIE fighters that were really cool. I hope they eventually make a Lego set of those. Those were really nice looking, modified in the wings, and they were painted yellow. That's pretty much it on that episode. We don't like to spoil Rebels too much because we know that some of you guys haven't seen it yet. So if you want, we can talk about next week's episode.
Yeah, next week's episode is called Homecoming, and Hera's dad is in this movie.
Cham Syndulla.
It's a show. Also, the next names of the next...
Yeah, future episodes of Rebels.
Yeah. So, on March 2nd, the episode is called The Shroud of Darkness, and then on March 16th, it's called The Forgotten Droid. March 23rd, Mystery of Chopper Base, and March 30th, Twilight of the Appearance
of the Apprentice. That's going to be a 2-part episode. It's going to be an hour long. So, Twilight of the Apprentice, I think we know what that means. As much as I don't want to admit it, I think that's going to be the end of Ahsoka. And it's going to be a tough one to watch. So, like I said, that's a 2-parter. We got to wait a while for that one. But hopefully, in the next few weeks, Rebels is going to start coming on strong here. So, moving on to Toy Fair, the New York Toy Fair. We can talk about some of the figures, and we'll put them up on the screen as we discuss them. In the 3 3/4 inch category, we're getting a Rebels version of Darth Maul. He's pretty cool. He still has his double-bladed lightsaber, and he has a hood, and shirt's off. He's covered in tattoos like we know him to be. We're also getting a Kanan figure in Stormtrooper armor. And that's really cool. I'm gonna have to pick that one up, as well as a Sabine and Seventh Sister. The fifth brother? He's the Inquisitor. He's out now. I've seen him pop up here and there, so we're gonna have to pick him up, and he will go well with the Seventh Sister. In the Black Series, we got New Hope versions of Luke and Leia. The Luke looks all right. I'm not impressed with the Leia at all.
He kind of looks like the Luke from the Princess Leia comic.
Yeah, he does. The Leia head sculpt, the paint is just not impressive at all. And we'll post that up so you guys can make a call on that one. I just was not impressed with it whatsoever. But the other figures we're going to talk about are really done well, and they're amazing. I'm going to pick them all up. We're getting Empire Strikes Back, Snow Trooper. That out of them all that they released, that's the best looking one, I think. It's just an amazing looking figure. We're also getting a Force Awakens version of C-3PO. It's the first time we've ever gotten a 6-inch Black Series 3PO, but he'll have his red arm. And then also the AT-AT driver, AT-AT driver. We're going to be getting that. And the fans' choice of Sabine and Darth Revan. So those two I think are going to be really hard to come by. Probably going to see like one per pack in your stores. It's probably just like, with what we're going to talk about in a minute here, you're going to have to go online to order these figures because they're going to be really, really scarce. And then also at the Toy Fair, Lego unveiled quite a few sets. I just want to talk about one real quick. It's the Assault on Hoth UCS set number 75098. Comes with 14 minifigs, 2,144 pieces, and it's going to retail for $249.99. And all in all, looks great, but here's the problem. Most of the stuff that's in this set are repacks with smaller versions of sets that have been done before. So you can pretty much take everything that's been made before and put it together, and you'll have this, with the exception of like 3 pieces maybe. It's kind of a rip-off. I'm not going to be purchasing that one. So if you're into that, the UCS sets, I know they did the UCS set with the Battle of Endor. That looks really cool. That was all kind of new stuff. A couple new minifigs that you got into that set. But I don't know. I mean, there's Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter that's going to be coming out. I'm going to want to get that. There's the Droid Escape. They're doing a new escape pod that looks really cool. I'm going to be purchasing that. And then the Battlefront Empire Battle Pack that I'll be picking up. I'm not going to be purchasing this set at all. So, speaking of toys, you want to discuss what we got this week?
Yeah, okay. So this week we went to the Target, and me and my mother found 3 3 3/4 inch Han Solo, and this was the only one on the shelves of say Target.
Yeah, so these ones just came out, and this wave includes the Haas Thug as well as the Resistance version of Rey that I've yet to find. So she was there at some point. Someone just snagged her, but he's a pretty cool figure. They went a little bit lighter on the hair than they did with the Black Series figure that had brown hair for some reason. I mean, the guy is gray in the movie. Why would we do brown hair is beyond me. But he comes with the Build-A-Weapon thing that people are just not fans of.
It looks like he has gray streaks in his hair.
Yeah, he seems to have some gray highlights in there. So definitely done better than the Black Series version. But we'll probably put a picture up there for you guys so you guys can see that a little bit better. And then, like I was talking about with the 6-inch Black Series, they're, especially where we live, they're hard to come by. So we purchased on Amazon for, I believe, $21.99. We got our Emperor Palpatine figure. I had to have him. He's my favorite. He's my favorite character, and it's not done the best, but I had to have the guy. And for $21, I mean the box is kind of dinged here and there, but I mean, what can you say? Some of these things are going for. I mean, I know the Darth Maul's going for over $100.
I don't like his face. What's wrong with his face?
It's just old and decrepit. So that brings us to this guy right here. And this is the Disney Parks exclusive Applebore from The Force Awakens. You can only get this at the parks. And I got this yesterday for Valentine's Day. He had a cute bow wrapped around him, and he still has glitter all over his back from the bow. But he is a cool piece. A lot of detail in the snout and the tusks and the eyes, and even the backside here, the tail's covering up a certain part of him that was exposed in the movie, that's for sure. But the paint looks great, and he's huge. I mean, compared to a 3 3/4 inch figure, I mean, this guy, he's decent size, and he's completely latex, but he is massive, and he's going to be a beautiful addition to our toy collection here. Tell that to Kanjiklub. What next? Smuggler's Bounty. Start signing up for your Smuggler's Bounty. You know, the end of that's going to be on the 15th of March. And we learned this week that we're going to be getting 2 exclusive pops. So I have no clue what they're going to be. I'm sure we'll find out in the coming weeks here. But go to smugglersbounty.com and sign up. Especially when they do this additional pop, you know that you're going to get something special. You know, the first time that they did this in the first box, you had a variant on the TIE Fighter, and you had the Chrome Captain Phasma. And I know that the variant TIE Fighter pilot is going for close to $100 now. So your chances of maybe getting an exclusive, a variant, whatever. I mean, I think we paid $25 for this. I mean, it's well worth it. You're getting 2 pops this time. You're getting a t-shirt. You could get a mug or a pin, a patch. I mean, it's got to be close to $45 to $50 worth of merchandise in a $25 box. So smugglersbounty.com. Get yours today. Get it coming. So you want to talk about our giveaway?
Okay, so last week we talked a little bit about a giveaway. This week we've decided that we are going to give away Ray's. I said that weird. Okay, we're going to give away Ray's speeder.
The Lego version.
And it has 193 pieces.
Okay.
The set number is 75099. And you can win this by clicking the link in the description, and that will take you to a raffle copter, which will give you tons of ways to enter. You can choose one of them, or you can choose all of them. Just remember that more you enter, the better chances you have of winning. And the winners will be announced on February 27th on
Tell That to Kanjiklub.
Okay.
And this is a great set. You get Ray, you get Unkar's Thug, you get her speeder. The only thing I didn't like about it is that you didn't get a BB-8. It would have been nice to get a BB-8, but other than that, the detail in this Lego piece is just great, and it's perfect. So,
does she have her staff in there?
Yeah, she has her staff right here, and then she comes with her head guard, and also comes with hair as well, so you can swap it out for whatever pose you want her in. So great little set, and we want to give her to you. So do what she said, and we'll get her out to you. So thank you very much for joining us this week.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And we'll see you
next week.
next week.
Tell That to Kanjiklub.